Good morning. Welcome everyone. So this morning we've gathered for a mini meditation retreat. So for newcomers, once in a while we offer what we call the mini meditation retreat, where we have this opportunity to pause, breathe, and explore the spaciousness within. So today is the day we are going to practice through mainly sitting meditation solely. So for the following 90 minutes, we'll arrive fully in this moment, right here in this present moment, setting aside whatever came before and restoring our pure, clear spirit. So there is no right or wrong way to participate in this program. Just allow yourself to settle, soften, and be here. Easy, right? And follow the instruction. We have instruction to how to sit and what's going to happen. So as we begin, our Dharma friend B, Brian, will guide us with gentle Qigong movement. So please all rise.
Good morning, good morning. Everybody can hear me? Fantastic. All right, let's see, I'm a little tired today, so let's do some moving here. We're gonna do a little punching, kind of flailing our arms. We're gonna have lots of fun. Get the blood pumping before we all sit and rest. Enjoy, but let's begin first just by scanning our body. We'll stand with our feet shoulder width apart, stand nice and tall. Take a big deep breath in, and just from the top of your head begin to scan your mind down through the face, relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw, down through the neck, down through the shoulders, relax the shoulders, drop the arms, just let them hang. Relax the belly, soften the hips, down, soften the knees. Just put a slight bend to the knees, down into the ankle, and really feel rooted. Great. All right. So, this first one we're going to do is, it's part of Xing Yi, which is a walking form, but we're just going to do the arm movements. And it is, we're going to extend one arm past the other, we're going to lift up, and now we're going to throw down. Lift up, breathe in, throw down. Do a few more on this side. 2 more. Last one. Now switch the arm forward. And again. Really give a good sigh. There we go. Now I can hear you all. Couple more. Two more. Last one. All right. Let's bring our arms up. Just let them dangle at the shoulders, but we'll bring them up so that there's somewhat of a 90-degree angle. And we're going to twist as we punch forward, bringing it back on the other side. Breathing in as you come in, exhaling. Good. A couple more. One more on each side. All right. Next, we've done this one before. I like this one. It just moves the energy around. We're going to pretend as if we're in a box. All right, we're going to bring our arms to the heart center. Now let's push against the walls, those outside walls. Bringing our energy back in, pull those walls to your heart center. Now press up. Let's push that ceiling way up. And I'm pushing out. And pressing down. Really imagine yourself pressing against the walls. Pulling them back in. Do one more set after this. Last set. All right, let's widen our stance. Might be helpful to have your ankles or your feet, toes facing outward. Remember, so we're going to be doing a little bending down, so remember to bend with your hips and your knees, not your back. We don't want any injuries. Let's still have fun. So we're going to end up shooting an arrow in a direction, okay? You can choose whichever direction, but it'll end up being on both sides. So we're going to open up the chest, we're going to bend down, we're going to scoop up some energy from that earth. All right, just pick a side, pointing your pointer finger upward. Great. And again, to the other side. Send that energy to your friends. Breathing in. Nice exhale. Really open up that chest as we gather up that energy from the earth and send it out. Do one more on either side. Last one. All right, let's bring our stance back in. Let's bring our shoulders up close to our ears, close, up, breathing in, and drop. Sigh. And again. Two more. Last one. All right, and finally, Since this is a mini meditation retreat, we'll end with just a minute or two of standing meditation. We're going to pretend as if we're holding a balloon between our chest and our hands, palms facing. Drop the elbows to reduce tension on the shoulders. You can close our eyes, find your breath, and we'll just stand like this for a moment. Just think of yourself as a great big grand oak, holding those arms out. Really rooting into the ground. Release the tension from the top of your head, down to the forehead and the face. Really letting the shoulders drop. Now slowly bring your arms back down to your sides. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Great, thank you.
Now please be seated. Take your time to adjust your body. Make your seat comfortable for your practice this morning. So let us settle into a comfortable sitting position. Sit upright, relaxed yet alert. Imagine a gentle thread lifting the crown of your head, allowing your spine to align naturally. If you sit on a cushion, your hips slightly elevated, legs crossed gently. If you sit on a chair, your feet flat on the ground. Use extra cushion if needed. Let us have our shoulders soften. Rest your hands on your thighs or in your lap. You may close your eyes, but only if it feels steady and alert. Otherwise, keep them gently open, soft in the gaze. Feel the contact of your body and the seat. Let your weight be fully supported. Soften the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Bring a gentle smile to the forehead. If thoughts come, let them drift by like clouds, and gently return to the breath again and again. Once again, let us do body scan from the top of our head all the way down to our feet. See if there is any slight tension either on your shoulders, your chest, your waist, your knees, or your ankles. Sitting up tall and high. Simply watch your thoughts as they come and go. Use your breath as an anchor for your focus. Let us take a few deep, easy breaths. Now arrive fully in this moment, in this body. You may wiggle your fingers. Hands on your knees. Gently stretch your spine, your shoulders, your neck. You may circle your upper body. Stretch out your legs. Hands on your knees. Massage them. Massage your thigh. Your feet together. Circle your ankles. Wiggle your toes. Now flex and point. Flex and point. Flex, breathe in. Point, breathe out. Once again, flex, breathe in. Feel the tension on your thigh. And point, release the tension, breathe out. Put your arms up high and drop your arms to one direction and stretch your spine. Arms up high. Now go to the other direction and stretch. Come back, your arms up high once again. And arms down to the other direction and go deeper, stretching. And let's do the same to the other direction. Come back to the center, shake your legs. And let's do our self-stretching for a minute. Now it's time for Dharma sharing. For the past 10 weeks in our Thursday Dharma class, we've studied and discussed the method of seated meditation. And this morning, David, Won Pop-Dung, will share his insights and experiences as he explored this practice with the book. So there is turn your seat, your body slightly to your right, face to David. Join our palms together.
Look out the window.
Let us bow to each other. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so I was asked to talk about the method of sitting meditation by Venerable Chuazan. And I'm going to talk about the book, but I'm also not going to talk about the book because any good book review requires a discussion about how it improves on the prior art, right? So I'm going to start with September 29th, 2016. I moved to Albany, New York, and 2 weeks later it snowed. And soon after winter came, and it lingered for 6 long months. And in the mornings, my car door would be frozen shut, and I'd have to enter through the passenger side. And I had relocated to this winter wonderland from living in the South for almost a decade. But I dreamt of laying on the beach with the sun kissing my skin and listening to the waves crash against the shore. I dreamt about the beach for months. And then in June of 2017, I found myself in the Jersey Shore, and I was sure to find peace and happiness. The peace and happiness that I had longed for, but when I got there, I wasn't happy. I wasn't at peace. I sat there and I would think, what time should I leave? What's the traffic going to be like? Should I eat here or when I get back? What is it that I have to do on Monday when I get to work? What are those people listening to? And on and on and on. And so I became aware of my unhappiness, and I was aware that I could not settle, and I became aware that the chattering of my mind was what caused my displeasure. So I had a book with me that sort of had the secret to my peace. It's It's not the book that I'm supposed to read, but it was the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha Tada Drasti Sarva Vastanam. Yoga is the stilling of the waves of the mind at which time the seer abides in its true nature. And the Yoga Sutras are essentially a book about meditation and the lifestyle of a meditator. And really from that point, I started a meditation practice, or I tried. So I had meditated a little bit from time to time at the beginning and end of a yoga asana class. And yoga asana is supposed to be a moving meditation, but I had no real sitting meditation practice. So I took it upon myself to start meditating. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, first on the floor, then on a pillow, then on a meditation cushion, and then sometimes I'd go and spend a Sunday night with Ananda Marga yogis. We do some chanting, we do some meditating, and more I tried to incorporate meditation into my life. I took some workshops, I spent some weekends at ashrams, and there's so much information about meditation, but there's also a lot of noise about it. But I developed a practice, and it became a consistent practice, and in time, I rested in samadhi, and I learned what meditation was. After reaching what I thought was the pinnacle of my practice fell apart in the fall of 2020 for various reasons, illness, lifestyle, ego, and it took some time to get back. But in that time, my practice did come back, slowly. Meditation is like riding a bike. Have you ever ridden a bike after not doing so for about 10 years? It hurts. Like, you can do it, but it's going to hurt. So meditation is no different. It's easier when it's a continuous aspect of your life. So now I typically meditate for about 6 days a week for 22 to 33 minutes in the morning. It's a ritual for me, but I haven't mastered the art of meditation, and it is an art. My goal is to be constant. But this book, the one I'm supposed to talk about, is a great guide to meditation practice. So Venerable Chuazon hits all the marks. So if you want to start a meditation practice, go deeper into your practice, pick up some tips, or just want a quick read on your way to Manhattan, give this one a shot. So instead of fumbling about, trying to figure out how to practice, he just tells you. And I have taken some lessons to heart. So I'm going to identify 5 key pointers in case you don't actually want to read the book. But we go over the method every single week here. So first, when drowsy, open your eyes. I usually meditate with my eyes open, and sometimes they naturally close. But when I do sit with my eyes closed and my thoughts start to bombard me, I open my eyes. It's to become more alert. But number 2, don't worry about thoughts. They will vanish. Just recognize them. Thoughts come up. The more thoughts you have to recognize and abandon, the stronger your mind will get. It's like lifting weights. In fact, Venerable Chuazon writes that the more spiritual someone is, the more thoughts they will have. So number 3, your lifestyle affects your practice. Diet matters, exercise matters, adequate sleep matters. Anything that has an impact on your mind and body will affect your practice. If you eat heavy food, you'll be drowsy. If you're sick, you won't be able to meditate. If you're in pain, the pain will be there in meditation. If you don't sleep, if you're anything like me, you'll be a zombie and weak in mind and spirit when you try to meditate. Number 4, and I keep this in mind a lot, saliva is good. So it means that the water energy is ascending and the fire energy is descending, and you want that. But the best lesson for me was resting in the Tanjin. Game changer. I used to ordinarily just follow my breath, but thoughts would still make their way up. But resting in the Tanjin has made a huge impact. The funny thing is, I've been coming here for years, and every week the instruction for sitting meditation is the same, and it is to bring your focus on the Tanjin. Apparently that wasn't enough. I needed to read a book, and I actually read the book twice before that lesson sunk in. And you can meditate at any time, not just at home, not just here. So a few weeks ago, I was at NSHU Arena for a concert, and I've always been a little bit rattled by chatter. And 20 minutes before a concert begins, there's a whole lot of chatter. 10,000 people just chattering away. And I found myself disturbed by sensory conditions. So I rested my gaze and pulled my energy and rested in the Tanjin. And everything was all right. And meditation can take many forms. So one day I was sitting on a subway platform in Manhattan for the 6 train. It was hot and humid. I was soaked from a thunderstorm, and the sign indicated that the 6 train would be at the platform in 5 minutes. 10 minutes later, it indicated that the train would be on the platform in 6 minutes. My mind was disturbed, and resting in the Tanjin wasn't happening, but it did occur to me to chant. And Venerable Chuazon recommends it, chant when you can't focus on the Tanjin. So there I was on the subway platform in New York, chanting Namu Amitabu quietly to myself. And I found more peace chanting on a subway platform on a humid and rainy day in the city than I did sitting on a beach that one fine day in 2017. And meditation is not limited to sitting or chanting, but in all matters of life. I chair a committee. I actually chair a few committees, but for one, I have to write a report based on 2 years of data that's scattered here and there in all other reports all over the place. And I don't want to write it. I never want to write that report. But I treated the report as part of my practice and focused on the task and kept focusing on what I had to do and ignored the thoughts and the people and the emails and the ideas of what else I could be doing. And I finished the report and I sent it to my committee. And one of the members said, "Can you include charts like you did for the online graduate programs in the report?" And I said, "No, I don't want to do any more work on it. But you know what? I did it anyway because it was practice." So I don't know where you are in your meditation practice, but even if a book can help with one aspect of meditation, it's probably worth reading. So it's a good book. It's short. You should read it. And that said, while reading it can benefit your practice and by extension your life, studying it with a group of fellow practitioners helps you go deeper. Thursday night Dharma study is both part book club, part group therapy session, 100% spiritual cultivation. I read this book months before we took it up in Dharma study, but group study helped me go so much more deeper. So read the book, maybe come to Dharma study, Thursday evenings at 7, meditate, cultivate the spirit, be happy, be free. Thank you.
Great job, dude. There is the best talk ever I heard on the meditation. And for the record, I didn't ask him to advertise the book this thoroughly, but thank you for that. And as you said, we have Thursday Dharma class happening every Thursday pretty much at 7 p.m. You're all welcome to join. Just let me know beforehand. And with all the notes he made about the method, we'll have second session of sitting meditation with the friendly version of how to sit. So now we are back to our practice. Once again, adjust your body on your mat. For this second sitting, we'll sit for 20 minutes with the method of seated meditation guided by Pete.
The method of sitting meditation is simple and easy. Sit comfortably on the floor or in a chair. Your chest and heart, stretch up tall, and align your spine from your neck to your tailbone. Relax your shoulders and arms, and allow your hands to rest on your knees. Bring your attention to your breath. As you exhale, release all mental and physical tension. Invite your attention to abide in your chi energy field, which is called Danshan. This is located about 2 inches below your navel and is the power center for your breathing. Open your eyes and gaze downward over the end of your nose and to the floor. Keep your mouth closed and allow the tip of your tongue to rest gently against the roof of your mouth. When your mind is concentrated and calm, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. You may swallow it. Relax your facial muscles and notice your gentle smile. If your face or body begins to itch, do not scratch. This is just a sign of the energy circulating in your body. Simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change your position very slowly and quietly so that you maintain a calm stillness and do not interrupt others. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be discouraged or disturbed by them. Simply focus on your breathing without reacting to or playing with those thoughts. Recognize them as thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. And remember, keep bringing your awareness back to your Tanjan breathing center. If you continue practicing meditation for a long period of time, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation in which the mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused and at peace, with no distinction between self and others, time and place. we are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, aware of our ever calm and alert spirit.
Wiggle your fingers, your wrists, your hands, and hands on your knees, and stretch your upper body. Feel free to stretch out your legs. Hands on your knees, massage them. Shake your legs. Circle your knees and toes. Let us bring our hands together, fingers together, and palms up high and stretch. And stretch side to side. And hands, your palms on your head, behind your head. Open your shoulders, your chest. And push your palms up high once again. Wiggle from your waist. And bring your hands down. So the One Dharma Center functions both as a retreat center and a temple. So as a retreat center, we have upcoming retreat over the Labor Day weekend. And the flyer is available in the lobby, so you can take a look. And as a temple, we have ongoing programs. So besides this Sunday Dharma gathering and Thursday Dharma class, we have Tuesday morning meditation at 9 a.m. and Wednesday evening meditation at 7 p.m., which are open to public. And also we offer a One Buddhism introductory class 4 times a year, one of which happened yesterday. 9 people came, and Kathy told me that it was pretty good, and I agreed with that. And the next opportunity happens in September 6th, which is Saturday at 10 a.m. And this is open to public, so anybody can come. But I especially recommend this class to those who's been with us for quite a while, but you're not quite sure about what is the difference between Buddhism and One Buddhism, and why we say join our palms together and offer 4 bows before this circle image. So what are these? You can learn about all this when you come to this One Buddhism introductory class. We'll hope to see you there next time. And I was thinking to introduce our Sungyong, who's returning to her school, but she's not there. So do you know her, Sungyong? Who had her novice training last year with us, and she is returning to her school, continue her study in Yongsan, and she has about 5 years before she will be fully ordained as one Buddhist minister we call Kyo-mun-nim. So although she's not here, if you see her, say hello and bye, and we'll support her in our thoughts and spirit. And I hope she knows that. So we'll come back with our regular Sunday Dharma gathering next Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed today's program. And this concludes our program today. Enjoy the rest of your day today.